Here's your US weather setup for the next 5 to 7 days quick, clear, and focused on what actually impacts you. The big story is a strong Pacific pattern, sending multiple rounds of moisture into the West Coast, especially California, with periods of heavy rain and mountain snow. Meanwhile, a big ridge builds over parts of the central and eastern US, pushing warmer than normal air northward. The northern tier still deals with passing fronts, colder shots, and occasional snow chances. I'll break it down by region, then give you a simple day-by-day timeline. Comment your city and state, and I'll tell you what to watch. Here's the simple version of the pattern. A deep trough sits in the Pacific and slowly presses toward the West Coast. That keeps the storm track aimed straight into the coast, reloading moisture again and again. At the same time, the response downstream is a ridge building over the Rockies into the central and east central US, which favors warmer than normal temperatures for a stretch. That ridge can deflect storm systems north, but it doesn't stop the northern tier from getting periodic fronts. So the theme is active and wet in the west, warmer and quieter for many in the central, east, and on and off fronts up north. For the west coast, expect multiple waves. The moisture focus shifts over time, but the key point is repeated impacts, periods of heavy rain at lower elevations and heavy snow in the higher terrain. California is the center of attention, with a strong onshore flow feeding atmospheric river moisture into the coast. When you stack multiple rounds, that's when flooding risk rises, especially in poor drainage areas and near burn scars. And when the ground stays saturated, for the Sierra, this is the kind of pattern that can produce an extended heavy snow event at higher elevations, which matters for past travel and chain controls. As the week goes on, the moisture axis can shift farther south into central and southern California around the holiday window. That's important because when the heaviest rain overlaps terrain like the transverse ranges, you can get rapid runoff and localized flash flooding. WPC is highlighting embedded, higher-end rainfall risk in parts of Southern California midweek, and the message is simple. If you live near steep terrain, canyons, or recent burn areas, you need to watch updates closely, even if you personally don't flood. Closures and travel problems can spread quickly across metro areas. The Pacific Northwest still gets organized precipitation too, but the bigger totals are more favored, farther south in California during the peak of this pattern. The other important piece is spillover. Moisture can push inland across the Cascades into the Intermountain West and the Rockies. That means mountain snow and periodic travel impacts for higher elevations, plus windy conditions around passing systems. If you're traveling for the holidays, your most common problems in this setup are mountain passes, chain restrictions, and slowdowns from snow bursts and reduced visibility. Now for the warmth. With the ridge building, a lot of the central and eastern US can trend unseasonably mild for a time. Some places may flirt with record level warmth. That doesn't automatically mean severe weather, but it does change impacts. Less ice risk for many, more fog potential in some areas, and faster melting where snowpack exists. It can also make the air feel spring-like even though it's late December. The main takeaway: the warmth is part of the large-scale pattern response to the West Coast trough, and it can hold until the pattern shifts again. Even with warmth in the mix, the northern tier can still get periodic colder shots as short waves. Ride along the top edge of the ridge. That means on and off fronts, temperature swings, and occasional opportunities for snow, especially where colder air is available behind the front. The details depend on timing, but the forecast theme is not one giant blizzard. It's more like waves that bring quick changes. If you're in the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, or interior Northeast, watch for front timing, wind shifts, and quick bursts of snow that can still create slick travel. Fire weather is about 3 ingredients: wind, dry air, and receptive fuels. In this pattern, pay attention anywhere you see strong winds on the backside of systems or along tight pressure gradients, especially if humidity drops. Even outside peak fire season, grass can still burn and spread quickly under windy and dry conditions. Your simple action step is this: if a fire weather watch or red flag warning is posted for your area, avoid outdoor burning, secure anything that could spark, and stay ready to evacuate if you live near open fields or brush. Quick timeline. Midweek, the west stays active with heavy precipitation, focused along the coast and mountains, while warmth expands for many in the central and east central U.S. Christmas Eve into Christmas. Moisture can shift into central and southern California with higher impact. Rainfall potential and terrain. Late week into next weekend, the west remains active, with moisture still favoring the southern half at times, and snow continuing for higher elevations. Meanwhile, the northern tier keeps seeing fronts and temperature swings. If you're traveling, check the forecast twice. Once 48 hours before leaving, and again the morning you go, because timing shifts matter. To stay locked in, here's what to watch. Official warnings in your area. Updated rainfall outlooks in QPF for the West Coast, and winter weather updates for mountain travel. If you want, comment your city and state and I'll tell you the top 2 things to watch this week. And if you're finding this useful, subscribe, because I'll keep updating this pattern as it evolves through the holiday stretch.